All right, here we have a 2005 Chevy Tahoe. What we're going to be doing is the hood latch release cable on the car. The actual handle is broken. All right, so we got this from Auto Parts Direct to You. We're going to go ahead and remove this front cover so we can start unattaching the cable that's there. So we'll go ahead and remove all of our push pins. All right, so we're going to go ahead and remove these three 10mm bolts so we can detach the cable from the actual latch mechanism. All right, so these are 10mm bolts. We'll go ahead and remove them. All right, so to take our cable off, I just want to go ahead and push these little tabs and pull the cable back. Well, let's go ahead and we'll fish our cable through here first. All right. All right, so now we just want to pop our cable out of all of our hold downs. So we have three hold downs, one right here by the battery. All right, the other one is going to be right down here below the hood hinge. Oh, we have another one right here. Go ahead and oh, that's not good. That's no good. One right here, so there'll be four of them. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead to the inside of the car. All right, so now we want to remove our covering to get to our actual handle. This is where it was broken. All right, so first thing we want to do is pop up this panel here. So you just want to lift up on it. All right, and then this panel is going to come out this way. So because we had our two push pins, well, one of them stayed in there. All right. All right, so we have a 1/2 inch bolt right here attaching our handle. All right, so our cable looks like it runs right behind. This is our parking brake lever and all of our mechanism. Looks like it runs right below it. And I'm going to remove this bolt here and see if it gives us any kind of room. I'm going to go ahead, see if I can get some more room. I'm going to remove this little cover here. This is a distribution block or a fuse panel or something here. we got some little clips. Lift it up. Try to get this out of the way a little bit. All right, so our cable goes behind our parking brake lever. We tried to remove this bolt. The other bolts are way up in there. Looks like I'm going to try, I'm going to disconnect it here to take the bracket off. I could, you know, without replacing the cable, we could just pop the handle off of the new one and put it on, but we're going to go ahead and make sure that we do the cable. So what I'm going to try to do is find the cable on the other side. All right, so I found it there, wiggling it. See if I can pull it up out of that position. Oh, nope. All right, so we might not be able to feed it back through. All right, one more time. Trying to go low. Okay, going low. All right, so we pulled it out from behind. Now I'm going to find where it goes to the firewall, and we have a grommet there. Okay, all right, so we pull the grommet down. And there's our grommet. Now we're just, all right. All right, so here's our new handle assembly, and we have that grommet. All right, so we're gonna see if maybe we can reroute that cable going through, right? But I need to disconnect this piece like we did the other one. All right, take our barrel out. All right, so we want to make sure we get this to go around. So, right, so I'm going to feed this back in and try to get it to pop out where the original one was. All right, so now I have this other part. I'm going to go ahead and feed the other end through the firewall, through our little hole that is there. All right, I'm just pushing the grommet as best I can into that hole. We'll go ahead and pull it once we get it to the other side. All right, so we'll go ahead and reattach our handle. We'll put our barrel in first. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put our nuts back on. Our nut back on our lower part of our parking brake there. All right, we'll go ahead and put our trim back on. So, let's see, we pop this back up again. All right, so now we're ready to go reattach all our stuff on under the hood. All right, so here's where we pulled the cable through. That's where our grommet is. What I'm going to do is from the inside, I fed the grommet far enough where I can actually grab onto it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab that grommet and I'm going to pull it through so that it pops into place. All right, so just kind of level it out, make sure I got the rubber, and then just pull the grommet. All right. All right, so we got that in place. We'll go ahead and now we want to run our cable back underneath through all four of our hold downs. All right, so this extra piece of sheeting that's around, I want to put it right in this spot here. All right, so this goes underneath. All right, so we want to go ahead and slip our barrel in. Press our line in. All right, so now we want to mount our hood latch back. All right, so we can see where our old bolts were lined up. All right, so when we put our new ones in, we want to make sure that the washer covers that spot again, and that will be in the same position we took it apart. And that's for the hood alignment. All right, so we'll go ahead and get our 3 bolts back in.
Have to take it in for alignment after this?
Yeah, right. Don't go to Gatto's.
I got a new 3D printer.
Nope. Same kind?
No, it's not like yours, but the FDM.
What brand? Mine's a mini something. No.
Elegant?
Fuck if I know.
You don't know all the 3D printer brands, Brian?
No. I barely remember what I got. Mini Select. That's what I own. A Mini Select. What materials are you messing with? The PLA?
PLA and APDTY.
That's the one I like. The PLA I really wasn't a fan of. It printed good and all that, but it don't have any kind of like real world. If you leave it in your car, it'll melt. So don't leave it. Don't make something, put it in your car, it'll melt.
considered with ABS is another popular one, but
I-
it has those chemicals. You can't breathe them in and whatnot.
And it's super hard, like it curls. And that makes it even harder to use that one. All right, so we want to just kind of make sure that we got our latch in the same spot. All right, so there we go. We'll go ahead and cinch it down.
Yeah, I have my 3D printer right next to my desk where I'm on
Me too.
So I don't want to be breathing in a bunch of chemicals. And the ABS, I don't work in that, but it is the worst one.
Yep, yep. I have mine inside too, and that made my house stink. Very funny. I don't use it no more. I use that PTEG or whatever that is.
I think that one's supposed to be good for the environment too as well. Like it decomposes better or something.
Okay. All right, so now we just want to go ahead and test everything. We don't want to close the hood to test it because then we have no way to get it back up. So what I'm going to do is just going to take whatever screwdriver. I got a 1/4 inch extension. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the hood closing.
Leverage.
Yeah. All right, so we got it latched. Has a very strong spring. Now what I'm going to do is just pop it, and it should pop right up. That'll tell us everything's working. All right, so now that we got that all set, we'll go ahead and put our cover back on. All right, so we're all set. We'll go ahead and give it another try. Make sure everything is good.